So this song that we're going to do now by Mendelssohn is only sung by women because the title says, "The loving woman writes a letter." So a man would not sing this song. But it's really interesting that the poet is Goethe. And I always wonder how Goethe was able to figure out the inner feelings of a lady. And he really did in this song, I think. So, and I think it's a terrible shame that Mendelssohn songs don't get done more often. When I lived in New York, Judith Raskin was this zealous, witness for Mendelssohn songs. She always included them. Does anybody remember Judith Raskin? I hope. So I was really delighted to see this as one of your choices, okay? I forgot the last downbeat is not played in the soprano voice of the piano. Excuse me, I wanted to check that out. Listen, everything you guys are doing is very musical. The words are clear. The ensemble is very good. But it doesn't strike me that you're very needy. It seems kind of easy. Is it easy?
No.
I mean, this is an 18th century lady writing a letter, putting herself out there, rather like Tatiana in Eugene Onegin, and it must be an enormous struggle for her to even pick up the pen, never mind to voice these thoughts, and to say, "Give me a sign." I mean, that's, huge. Yeah. It really is huge. So to me, if the tempo, it says andante con moto, so clearly you're in the playground of andante con moto. But it's, if you saw this, would you think, "Oh, that conductor's really emotional"? I would like to have you make this, both of you, much more expensive to perform, considerably slower, and let's really let's make it into a more romantic experience, So the motto phrase, da dee da da dee da yum da dee dee. Why does it go up on the fourth beat like that? What's the matter with the pitches before? Da dee da 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 dum da dee dum. That's a nice tune. Why does it go up?
It's the dissonance of the yearning.
It's yearning, right. B flat will not contain, or whatever key we're in, sorry. B flat will not contain what I'm feeling. My cup runneth over. I've got to go up to another pitch. I go up, and guess what? I lose it, and I fall back down.
Right.
And that happens constantly. It happens in the left hand of the piano. It happens in the voice part.
Yeah.
Nothing casual. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing for her. I'm going to write this letter. My whole reputation, what I think of myself, my self-esteem is all out there on the block.
But she's so lonely. She's talks about being so far from her
exactly.
loved ones. It's like,
Exactly.
this is the only thing she thinks
Give me a
about.
sign. Give me a sign that I'm not wrong, that you really care for me. And she says, your friendly will toward me is all I want in the world, you know.
The only thing that will make me happy.
Maybe I'm projecting, but I would like to have this much more romantic, much more expensive,
No, I like it. It's
slower.
just harder breath-wise for me. That's why I think I took it a little faster.
So sing a little less voice if it's too hard breath-wise, okay? Even the first bar, Brent, these are not just E flats. These are, you know, troubled heartbeats, okay? And great. Would you feel musically okay savoring the upper note there a little longer?
Yeah, sure.
Would you allow her to do that? How nice. So in front of every phrase is, please love me. Now we're cooking. Long sentence. Alone.
Entfernt von dir, entfremdet von dem meinen, führ ich nur die Gedanken in die Runde.
Here's our phrase.
Und immer treffen sie auf jene Stunde, die einzige, da fahr ich an, so weinen.
So are you picking up on Emma's thing? I didn't even say what I was going to say. Surely you can tell that she's putting more of herself out there. Her voice is not quite as pristine as it was the first time, but who's pristine when they write a letter begging to be loved? You know? I certainly not. Okay. So these long notes, you had that long high G flat, and then you have another one on the word weeping. Where does that flower open? It seems to me you open the flower of that long note right at the beginning of the note, so I'm just parked at blooming. How about letting Brent kind of be on the front burner of the stove, you be on the back burner of the stove, and then when we think you can't possibly go on, then you just go, I'm on the front burner now, you know, kind of thing, right? So that we're not parked at any particular dynamic all the time, okay? For both of those things.
Yeah.
So let's do entfernt von dir. Again, for a pitch, okay?
Entfernt von dir, entfremdet von dem meinen, führ ich nur die Gedanken in die Runde. Und immer treffen sie auf jene Stunde.
Careful. cannot do that motto phrase and just do up a step and back down. Brent, you have to insist that she takes some time there. I know you're not used to it that way. But master classes are being asked to do things in public that you didn't think you'd be asked to do. So I just appreciate if you would experiment with it. You've done it that way every other time. So just because you have this doesn't mean that we can't be plastic about it. Very, very flexible, okay? So let's do his solo before Vernimm, okay? Excuse me. So this is where she says to him, he's not here, but in the letter, take the love whispers of this heart, you know? So it's a big deal. You don't just say, hi, would you take these love whispers, please? Okay? Let's make sure the audience knows this is the beginning of the last chapter, okay? Here we go. Thank you. Terrific. And that's the end of the poem. And we have 2 phrases left. Same words. Give me a sign, give me a sign. So what do you guys think of Mendelssohn saying, Mendelssohn who spoke German, give me a sign. Do you like the rest there? Do you think the German department would approve of that rest?
Maybe not, but I like it.
What do you like about it? Give me a sign. And it's the second time you've said it when you do it at the end.
Right.
I didn't really believe it.
Okay.
What would cause you, German-speaking Emma, to breathe in a non-grammatical place? Crying. Overwhelmed by the enormity of this. Dare I even mail this letter? Right. Maybe I should, Okay. Sometimes, I don't know that it will work here, but sometimes when a singer is obliged to make a rest in the middle of a sentence which shouldn't have a rest, sometimes what really works well is to run out of breath on purpose, right? Because when you guys are out of breath, you take the most believable breaths. Right. You know what I mean? Because there's this involuntary system in your body that will not die. It will breathe. So I'm wondering, with some planning, do you think we could do Gib mir ein Zeichen, gib mir. You think? Okay. So she'll say it the first time as it would be said, Gib mir ein Zeichen, normal thing. Then Brent has this kind of connective tissue before the next one. You are going to have to be careful not to be too loud, because I'm asking you to sing longer, but I think the reward for that would be a very expressive breath before ein Zeichen. Shall we try that?
Yes.
Great, let's back up enough to get you tired. Mein einzig Glück auf Erden ist dein Wille. My only joy on earth is your goodwill, right? Right, so dein freundlicher zu mir. She amends her sentence and puts freundlicher in there.
Right.
Okay.
Mein einzig Glück auf Erden ist dein Wille, dein freundlicher zu mir.
First time.
Gib mir ein Zeichen. Gib mir ein
Not too healthy, she's very spent. I love breaths like that. I love